Hello. How we looking? How we sounding? Hey, how disorienting is that? How is that looking there for a second? Somebody forgot to set up their camera. Got yesterday's water. Fresh as ever. That crazy loud music. It's all right. My room is pretty humid anyway, so that's better, right? There's not as much dust and garbage floating in the air. How's the music level, by the way? Is it alright? Is it quiet-ish enough but you can still enjoy? What do you think? Whoa. Okay. Because for a while I had it like at half this volume. Yeah, especially if it's royalty free, I like it. Okay, so we today are going to be talking more per request of a Mr. Pluto, and we're also going to be doing some small bug fixes and optimizations. Unless a lot of people get in here, if I get above like 10 viewers, I have a big list of things that I would like to accomplish. is to avoid the awkward periods of time where I just try to figure out what I'm going to do. Some things I'm waiting for Sundays or Wednesdays when I do the middle of the day streams, like shadows, post-processing, which kind of go into the same one. That way we might hit that in the same video. Multiplayer might be cool, but I think I'll stick with like modeling the elevator is one more thing, or modeling more buildings, or level progression. We might hit that today, but I think that what we really need to do is optimize, because there are, oh, I was running a game window. You couldn't see it. I couldn't see it either, so. Got our helicopter from last stream, from this morning. I have a notebook. I own one, yes. Whoa. The collisions need to be a little more accurate. It's definitely weird and buggy. I don't mind the propellers going through things particularly. Don't really care much about that. Alright. You'll be back in a sec. I'll fix the helicopter's weird movements. Whoa. There we go, it's sort of like smoothly transiting. It's very fast still. I think the default speed needs to be faster as well. And this could even go lower. And I also want a roll function, or like a roll. And the camera needs to back the F up. This is not the ideal view. Hey. Whoa. Okay. I just realized that my guy isn't actually rotating with the helicopter. I don't know if I care about that, as long as I keep it at a manageable speed. Like, not 20. There we go. You went to grab a beer and I made the helicopter spin around in circles. It's a lot smoother now. But the camera needs to back up still. I know we fixed that a little bit in the last video, but that doesn't seem to affect anything. This is like the default view. Yeah, that little roll and pitch that I added to it really added a lot, I think. Oh, there we go. What? So, see now, wait, we're not driving. Why am I not driving? The camera should set when the state is set to driving, but this is your favorite song? Yeah, I'm working on the helicopter controls. So but the camera is the camera's a little wonky. It needs to back up, and I'm trying to work on that right now. You can hop out of the helicopter and hop back in. You can get these little power-ups. This isn't what the game is going to look like ultimately, but it's just sort of like a little test bed for us. And this was written in Python and Kivy. Just so you know, if you're interested. Oh, I still need to post the code to GitHub. You guys still want to see that? Just OpenGL. Kivy has support for OpenGL, so it's got a lot of convenience functions and stuff. But there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. You can do your own shaders and stuff with it. I mean, that's not like the extent, but it's not like baby OpenGL. I mean, compared to actual PyOpenGL, yes, it's a lot faster. Where did the helicopter go? Like I kind of ditched it. See now, wait, what a second. Now our helicopter works. Now the camera works. We're kind of falling out of it when we're turning, but just OpenGL. It's not web. Do you want to know right now? What do you do? Yeah, see, why is the camera working? No, now it's not. I need to make sure whatever state that I'm setting, I wanna print the state that I'm setting myself to. Because for some reason I'm setting it to not driving, but also driving at the same time. So 2 is driving. The 2 state is driving. When I jump back out, this is jumping. Oh wait, jumping is 1. But now that I print the state, it's gonna work. Okay, there we go. I need to also reset the my throttle wasn't working. I need to reset that when I get out, so you're not like accelerating. And for the helicopter, I need to stop like testing the turning. It's like for cars, you don't want to be able to like rotate the car around in circles while it's stopped. So you test for that forward acceleration, but the helicopter, you should be able to like turn. Right? See now, set the state to driving, but it also set it to flying. Maybe it's when I jump and go into the helicopter. Maybe when I'm walking, it's fine. Yeah, when I'm walking, it's fine. I think it's when I'm jumping. Yeah, it's when I'm jumping. So where am I setting it to be jumping? Probably in the character, right? I'm sure it's got something to do with like the collision with it. We'll see. I guess I can just search for okay, if we remove the standing platform, if we press the drive button while we're driving, we get out of the vehicle. That makes sense. If we jump, ooh, maybe that's it. Am I still printing the states? No, I'm not. Of course I'm not. I deleted that. Yeah, I think that might be it. We need to stop printing or stop trying to jump when we're driving. Self.state doesn't equal driving. kind of a long conditional. There we go. Much better. So does that fix our little problem? No. Or is it just when I'm falling? Let's see. Where else am I setting the state to jumping? Move standing, when I want to get out of the car, when I want to jump, and I'm not driving. It says 4. Oh yeah, there is 4. Well, what is triggering that state change? Ooh. Well, when you're touching the ground, it doesn't set your state to walking for some reason. That's weird. That is a problem. Let's just fix that. How's everybody doing? Did we all have a good day today? I had an alright day. I was thinking about you know what I was thinking about? I think I might have figured out why our player is so glitchy. Why the movement is so jittery. I think I figured that out. I was thinking about that in my at work. And I think it's because of the order that we update things. I think we should update the player last. I think that would be better displayed in a car instead of a helicopter. I'm just gonna go ahead and spawn both of them. Just to have a proper little test bed. And that'll be better. Yeah, well, it's a little better. The car's still a little bit jerky. Oh, but then that is because we're updating the renderer first. We need to update the renderer last, after everything is done. Oh well, maybe we have to upgrade the renderer first. Completely contradict myself. Yeah, I know, it's nice. Except I don't know that I did. But I definitely fixed the problem with the player. Like, see how the player's staying stiff on the car? When I was updating it first, the player would set its position to the car, and then the car would move within that same frame. So, like, I don't know if you can see, but I'm pretty sure he's like jittering around. See, he kind of slides back in his seat. Like, he definitely doesn't stay still. So that was my little solution there. But also, I had the idea that maybe the camera needed to be updated at a different time. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I was like, why would the player's connected to the car, why would he be off of the car's position? Like, oh wait, maybe when I set the position of the player, maybe the car's position changes. Like, ah, got it. I know, it's super nice. Still not sure why the camera is sometimes close and sometimes far. Yeah. We need to figure that out. I think the standing thing isn't so cool. Maybe we should let the car decide when the car. No, that's a terrible idea. Update. So I'm gonna go into the character class and see if I can debug from there, because we've got a lot more information about all the other states. And say print driving, can print walking and jumping. So those are only 3 states. But it'd be nice to see where it's been called from. Maybe we should go into like debug mode. I've never used that practically, especially not in a game. So it goes driving and then jumping. So it thinks that I'm jumping right now, which doesn't accurately reflect what's going on, because he's in the driving animation. So I don't know why it thinks that I'm jumping. So let's go to all the places that set my state to jumping. Do some debug there. Remove standing. And then once we do this, it and then got out of vehicle. Once we do this, our camera will work better, but it'll just be all around. We'll have this problem solved. Be nice. Try to jump. And I think that's all the places that we can possibly, like. Now that is confused. What do you mean? Removed standing. Okay, so I removed the standing platform, which. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, because when we remove the body from the space, it activates like a release function on all the colliders, or all of the collisions that have been generated. So just the jump button. So we just have to make sure that we're not driving when we remove the standing platform, because the only reason we would remove the standing platform when we're driving is because our body has been removed from the space. So yeah, there we go. Our camera's working much better now. Yeah, so when I collect these apples, I just press the jump button more. And actually, you have to kind of repeatedly tap it, but kind of slow, because the jump has like a power up to it. So like you can do tiny jumps. You can do like a little hop. You can also jump really high. It's like accelerated jumping. And that's applied the same way that it is to the jetpack. It's just like it's just like double jumping as much as you want. I'm gonna make a health bar. Okay. I was actually contemplating that because, well, we're gonna do multiplayer at some point in the future, right? So obviously we're gonna want to like fight because we've got bullets, we can shoot at stuff, right? We're gonna want to fight. So I guess, yeah, we need a health bar. So you want to do that? Should I make a health bar? Sure, let's do a health bar. But first I want to fix this little acceleration thing on the helicopter. Okay. I don't disagree. Let's do it. Okay, fine. Well, we won't fix the helicopter. You want the health bar more than fixing the helicopter? Let's do some GUI. So we're gonna, before we manage our GUI, we need to create our GUI. So let's just first of all get rid of all this stuff. Oh, thanks for the follow. I'm gonna call you Soccer Man. How's that? That's your handle. Thanks for the follow, Soccer Man. So we're gonna make the GUI from the KV language thing editor. Let's also stop printing all this crap in a second. Print. Get out of here. That's just annoying. Solve the problem. Okay, so excuse me. We're gonna add some widgets to the scene, and right now we'll just make the health bar. Holy moly, I'm burpy right now. Okay. Oh wait. I ate like half a watermelon before I started this, so I might have to take a little break halfway through, a little pee break, but we will go for as long as we can without that. So we'll have the health bar be just a regular widget. I don't know if anybody's worked with Kivy before, but we'll make some canvas instructions. We'll just make some colored rectangles just to start with, and then we'll do like maybe some images and they'll like fill or something like that. Set the color to, I guess, red, and then make a rectangle. And all of these are properties. So when you update the size of the health bar, this rectangle will also update, which is cool. You do You do really nifty stuff with that. And I also want to do like 3D stuff. Like, well, I mean like 3D health bars over the enemies maybe. That would be kind of cool. Like something that sort of floats above their head. Maybe with like a little velocity or something. So it's not like just sitting there. It's just sort of, it kind of floats. That would be neat. Be easy enough, right? I haven't done any billboarding. I want to try billboarding something. Okay, so we've got this rectangle drawn. We should put an ID, and we'll call it health bar. And we'll say maybe we'll control the size. Well, because I want the size to be relative to the size of your screen. So we want the position, like the position hint, to be the same. So maybe we should make like a float layout, which seems maybe like a bit of overkill. No, you know what? We'll just manage it from the GUI manager. That's easy enough. We've got that written. So yeah, it's simple math there. We will make the position hint the same though. So the top is going to be at 0.99, and the left side will be at 0.01. So no matter what we resize it as, it will always have the top and the left be at those coordinates. Let's also do a size hint though, because the size, the Y is not going to change. So we're going to say X is none. You can do whatever size hint you want, but the Y is going to be 0.05 of the screen. But right now, since we're doing testing purposes, let's just set the width to, oh, wait, no. Let's just set the size hint from the thing. So we don't even have to do any math. Say 0.25. That'll be our health bar. And then the GUI manager will go in and say self.app.root.ids health bar. And that'll get that widget that we just instantiated in the application KB file. Oh. Nice little confusion there. Mixing of cultures, I like it. Okay, let's just pass on the modifying, but we'll save the variable. And then we'll instantiate the GUI manager. And we'll throw it in down here. It shouldn't need any references to anything, so we can do it at the beginning pretty easily. Sometimes they need references to like other managers or something on their initialization, but I think we're good. And then another thing is that we need to set, oh no, I already anticipated that. Set the renderer to be not the root widget, because it'll just render the scene over top of the GUI. So right now we might have a health bar, which we do. Pretty cool. Oh, but somehow our camera's not quite right still. What did we change? What happened? Is it in character? We've already got that. Let's just go to the other spaces. Print got out of car. Oh, wait a second. Am I not setting my actual jump? Self.state, that should be set in... That should be set in player, just so we have a reference to it. Because when we remove the fall damage, but the whole game is floaty. Oh, maybe. The whole game is kind of floaty. Fall from way too high. I agree. Maybe once you reach like a really high velocity, that should fix it. I'm thinking that'll fix it. I would just do it based on velocity. I wouldn't even mess with like fall heights. Unless we want to do actually like record the last position where the player was standing. Oh crap, that probably wasn't my best move. Yeah, I think I fixed the driving thing. I think we're good there. Okay, I can stop printing that stuff now. I'm pretty sure that's what the problem was. That would make sense. Just go back to character. Okay. So, what were we doing before? Health bar. Yeah, we need to have health for that to be a thing. So, I guess we'll say... I wanted to clean this up a little bit, but you guys insisted on health bar. I'm not gonna blame you. I think it's a good idea. I had it on my list of things that I wanted to get done. It's number 5, actually. It's the 5th thing I thought of. Yeah. Yeah, the player gains velocity. And he also needs to like rotate with the... Oh, wait, no. I think I'm just gonna make the rotation less drastic or something. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely... I think I'm definitely gonna do it based on speed. So when he lands on a platform, when I set the standing platform, we will take damage based on the velocity, if the velocity is over the limit. So damage speed equals 20. Let's just say 0, and then damage so 10 times the speed over damage speed will be the amount of damage that you take from your total damage. You'll see when we do it. So that would be in dynamic object, but every object doesn't need to take damage, doesn't need to take fall damage. But we're just gonna say where is add standing? I have no idea where that went. I know I had a function that did something like that. Wait, it would be in move y, right? Where's move y? That'd be a dynamic object, right? Set standing. There we go. I don't know why that was so hard to find. Okay. So we'll just overwrite this method for the characters. That's another thing on my handy dandy list. Number 1 actually was level progression. We've got loading separate levels, but there's no way to do that other than pressing B to load the next level. It's not exactly difficult, which is the problem. Yeah, we don't know yet. But I'm thinking it'll be like get to the end of the stage, but there will be a ton of stuff in the stage. Like it could be in a completely open world and then you just get to the end of the stage. It could load the same level as well. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I feel very comfortable with the idea of having some sort of finish line. You know? Now I want to call character character with an H. Not there. How do you spell character? Wait. No, dynamic object. Okay. See, autocomplete is gonna be the death of my my spelling. So set standing. So we'll do it based on, so if self.dy is less than negative self.damage speed, then self.health minus equals, or no, I'm not going to directly modify the variable because we want to be able to take damage in many different ways, and we want a damage function just universally take care of that. So we'll say self.damage, self.dy with the absolute value of dy times self.fall damage. Now we just need a damage function. Health minus equals amount. If self.health is less than 0, then print die. Should be good, right? And then the GUI manager should also be in on that. So maybe like the player has I want to do it on like a trigger, so I don't want to update the GUI manager every single frame and check for the player damage. I want it to be set when the player actually takes damage or gets health. So we'll say damage, specifically the player damage. Okay, that's how you spell character. Dot damage self amount. And then we'll also bind the health to 0. And then we'll do that first, because then the damage will be set to 0 completely. If not, we don't want to test it beforehand, obviously. And then self.app.gui manager.set health self.health. Now if we go to the GUI manager and we make a function set health, and then amount. We can just say self.health bar dot size hint x equals, we want it to be 0.25% of the screen, right? Times amount divided by 100, because 100 is the max health, right? Now we could change the player's max health. Maybe it should still be divided by 100, but it doesn't really matter right now. And I'm not sure if that will work like this, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure if it'll work by setting it in a tuple first, so. And then that is a property that automatically updates the graphics on the health bar, like I was talking about earlier. So, wait, the player actually took damage? Yeah, let's get in the helicopter and blast off. Wait, we should also print the velocity, because I have no idea what the... Brilliant. I'm glad you like it. Do you like when I explain what I'm doing better? -17. Oh wait, is that... No, that's the enemies. I kind of like it better explaining it too, because it shows just how simple it really is. Okay, we're gonna go for a free fall here. Hopefully we trigger something. Nope. Don't trigger anything. What's the dealio? Set standing. Set standing is being overwritten by the player. Okay, so those two lines are the same, right? So let's just remove those. And I think an enemy should be able to trigger the elevator to move up and down, I think. Oh, what if we worked that into like pathfinding, that the enemies could trigger the elevators and like take the elevators to the next floor and then like then come back out? Let's not get into that though. Let's just say character.character.setStanding C. That'll work. You know what? Thank you for the input. I like it better explaining too. So let me explain this situation. So the helicopter cannot turn unless you're moving forward, which is silly. Okay, and also Karakthor. Yeah. Some words are weird if you type them enough. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, so set standing doesn't trigger when you hit the actual ground, like the terrain. It triggers when you, like if I drop from the helicopter onto a building, then that'll get me, oh wow. Set standing, oh yeah. Then that'll get me the collision that I want. For some reason, my velocity is huge. Okay, negative 15. Negative 19. So definitely, oh, and my health bar went down. I didn't even notice that. So definitely have a higher threshold. Damage speed. What? 50? So it doesn't even care. Okay, this should trigger it, as long as I land on a platform or a building or something. Because the ground doesn't actually set the standing platform or the standing collider, it just sets the, there we go, negative 58. Oh, and I wanted to subtract the damage speed as well. Because I only want to do, what if I do, equals self.dy. So dy is negative plus damage speed will be the amount that we're over. So if over speed is less than 0, then do everything relative to over speed. That's a weird way to do it, but I think it'll work. So it's like, it's just, if it's negative, then that means that I'm falling faster than my damage speed by that amount. So I should only take a little bit of damage. Or none if I'm going super slow. Hey, Soccer Man, you still here? I think you guys are the 2 people in the stream. There we go. So the damage is crazy. Let's just do 1. I just want to take a little bit of damage. Oh, well, let's print out how much damage we're taking, just so we can... Print of the health and amount. Just get up high, and we'll drop down on some sort of platform. And then we're going to change the damage depending on the, or even if we're just landing on the terrain, because that makes no difference. Okay, so we took 88.7, no, that's our health. We took, what, 11.3 damage, 11.29 damage. That's all right. We could also go into application right here, duplicate this guy, and it'll just be like the background to the health bar, just to be able to tell how much your health is going down. So it should be exactly the same, except like the color should be like white or something. We could also set a transparency. All right, yeah, we can do that. Just program it into the GUI manager. Like Dark Souls. Oh wait, that's after. I should do it. Or like those. I'm not terribly hip on animation, just because I'm not an artist in nature, and not like an animation. I haven't done much animation. I'm an alright artist, I think. Yeah, there we go. So now we've got a little bit of a view on how much damage we've taken. Oh yeah. And for Soccer Man, this is our elevator. It looks just like a bush, but don't be fooled. It's an elevator. Wait, okay. Not to be fooled. What's your example? Okay, just a second. I need to. I'm watching it. Like it turns white and then it goes down. Yeah, and they've got like images for it too. All right. You want to do that? You want to do like some sort of a we can do that. That's fine. Oh. So yeah, we'll just set like a state, I guess. We'll have like a, well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's not overcomplicate it right now. Oh, you know what? No, here. Health dot health. Wait, widgets inherently have a color, I think. Do they have a color? Maybe not. Wait, I wanted to keep that first one. Maybe not. I'm not sure that I can reference this color. I think I can. Can I do an ID on a color? Oh, my room is blazing hot. Okay. Health color. Of course you can. Are you being serious? Do you know? I would love it if you take a fan, put it directly in front of your microphone. Now press tab before I press that one. T or health color. Yeah, I don't think you can. But yeah, I don't think you guys would appreciate that much. But I think you might be able to set the color of it. You can definitely set the opacity, so We'll just set it to like a gray color right off the. Okay, so it does work. It does work. Does that work? No. Wait, what? What's going on with this? I'm not sure that. Oops. Okay, that's not actually rendering. So I'm not setting the color. Yeah. Maybe I'll just make like a health bar widget. Or like a health bar, I like doing it this way though. Well, images have colors, I think, and we'd probably want to use an image anyway, right? Maybe, I don't know. I'd rather do like an image over top of the actual health bar. Let's just skip this garbo here. Image. Okay, see, that worked. Let's get into the helicopter and smash ourselves. Bombs away. Okay, we took 0.996 damage from that. Let's stop the whole damage speed thing. I don't think that's the best way to do it. Well, there we go. I think that worked. Just define stuff like that. Oh no, never mind. No, that doesn't make any sense. Does that make sense? Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. Okay. So now if I set the health bar color to something else, it should work. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Well, you're back again, aren't you? Look at this. I know, it's working. We set it to yellow from the GUI manager. What a big step. Damage timer equals 0. So we'll also, let's do an update method in the GUI manager so that we can increment that timer. We can make it white for a second and then go back to red when you get damaged. So damage timer equals 1. Well, self.damage timer. And then if self.damage timer is greater than 0, self.damage timer minus equals delta time times self.damage time. I don't know, damage time, that sounds good, right? That's descriptive. 1 over how many seconds we want it to take, so like 0.5 maybe. And then if self.damage timer is less than 0, then set the color, well, 0. And health bar dot color equals hey, white lightning, how's it going? We are making a health bar. One minus self.damage timer. Let's just create a variable for that really quick. That seems like it would work. So if we just update the GUI manager, I think we'll be good. And that's easy. That's easy enough. What brought you here? Whoa. It was over 24 billion zeros. I don't know. I mean, every one of those zeros meant something very significant and profound, I'm sure. What was oh my gosh, that looks beautiful. Did you see that transition? Okay, well, it went to white, so that's not exactly what I wanted, but that's pretty good. 1 minus self.damage timer. Oh no, I don't want 1 minus, I just want the timer. Yeah, look at that. Look at that little damage animation. Oh, I'm happy about that. I'm gonna make a button to set my health back to max though, because it didn't mean anything. Why did you download 24 billion zeros? You can do machine learning on much simpler data sets. You can do look up the look up what is it, the like XOR example, just a couple examples of what you want, and then it'll find a pattern in it. You can do it pretty easily. Or yeah, you can make your own data set pretty easy, unless you're doing something like that requires actual data. Okay, now that we've got this sick ass damage animation, let's test it out. Actually, that 50 is still too high. Yeah, I didn't even take any damage from that. Wait, I'm just gonna say like 10. You picked wrong. I watched a video, what Centex's video. Oh my gosh, that's cool. I like that. Centex did a video series on machine learning. I did some experiments myself with like just matrices. Done some stuff with it. I made a bunch of little cars race around a track. You like the animation? It's pretty cool. It's like, it's simple enough. And that'll be cool when you're like actually fighting somebody. It'll be really stressful seeing your health bar go like bloop, bloop, the little white thing. We could also add sounds. That's something I want to get to. And we need to texture our car and helicopter too. Okay, I can't stand this helicopter control here. I need to change that. I'm gonna go nuts trying to drive that thing. It'll only take like a second. Oh yeah, I know. It's just for testing. We just want to be able to damage ourselves without getting into the helicopter and dropping from the top of the map. Yeah, I don't want to do this crap. I want my turn to be constant. So yeah, we can actually just delete all that. And local velocity, I'm not even using that anymore, am I? Unless I am. I am in the update method. I'm just ignore that because it's gonna make errors if I don't. Okay, well now I'm like not even turning. Times idle turn factor. Equals the local velocity x. No, we need some sort of velocity. So turn times equals 20. Yeah, sounds are important. We're probably going to make music for it at some point, but I don't have FL Studio on my, oh yeah, there we go, on my laptop, which is what I'm using right now. That would be a cool, little project. And his legs are also, his butt's hanging out of the bottom of the helicopter. Let's fix that as well. Just change to one variable. Seat offset, 0.5. About that. You took a camp on machine learning. How was that? White lightning. How was that? Was it, did you have to leave Skybox? Yeah. Yeah, we can do a Skybox. Yeah, you want to do a Skybox? We should do a Skybox. That would be pretty easy, right? I'm literally just gonna do a box. Oh, you're still doing the machine learning course. Is it online? Is what I was asking. Oh, no, I could do I could do a clear color pretty easily. I was gonna do an actual Skybox. If I want to do a clear color, we could just... Oh my god, that adds so much. Thank you. Thank you for that. It's like it's almost lit now. Wow, that looks so much better. You were so helpful. Thank you.
Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both local San Francisco papers are investing a lot of money to try and get a service just like that started.
It's a little bit plain. Right, I'm trying to sort of like white it out a little bit. And then this ground texture, it makes it look like shit. Let's get a better texture for that. It's so low resolution. Actually, wait, no. Let's just open up the model in Blender. That should be good. Let's open a recent thing, or open a thing. And do we have... Oh, we don't have the blend file for the terrain, because I imported it from something else. Let's just find what I imported it from. What did I import it from? Ice Baneling. I made a little Ice Baneling clone. Blender files. Level 1. Or terrain. I think it's terrain. Holy moly. What is level 1? Sorry, I can't see your textures. Oh my god. That is nuts. Is that what I'm rendering? Alright, you guys can see this here. Wait. That's a lot of vertices. Yeah, you put like, you just make a box and then you make it like unshaded so it looks seamless. This was the map for another game I made that you can like, the different colors define the different texture on the map, and then you can reference which square thing you're in. I don't know. Let's just move on, and let's find July game, and then we'll do, excuse me, terrain.blend. Okay, and now we go out of 3D view. This is an okay little map, right? I think it's actually the same exact map that we're using, but let's scale the texture up by like 10. There we go. And then it might look better. Save, export, models, terrain.object. Should be better. Right? Still pretty low resolution. Is that it? Or is it level 1? I think it's level 1. Crap. Export. Let's just save it as level 1.object. There we go. That's a little bit better. So now it doesn't look like some crappy OpenGL game. Maybe it looks a little bit like a crappy OpenGL game. but we'll once we add dynamic shadows and stuff, it'll look better. And we need to texture our helicopter. I shouldn't have added the bevel before I textured it. That's cool. Think you're gonna be able to do it? What tools are you able to use? Just like pure whatever language you're coding it in. What was I gonna do? I was gonna texture the helicopter. Open recent. I don't have, I'm gonna see if I can dissolve it. This seems like a terrible idea. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. I'm just gonna try to do this. Merging things into, there we go. Yeah, that's good enough for me. A couple unnecessary vertices down here. Merge. I think I might just make it again, to be completely honest. This is going to be a pain. This is going to be a huge pain. Try to texture this. Right, I'm going to put it on a different layer and then make another helicopter. It didn't take that long. It took like 5 minutes. Okay. Now we're gonna face mode and start our little thing. Wait, we wanted to. I'm gonna mirror it first, like I forgot to last time. I didn't mirror it. It'll be nice this time. Then I can just. Why? Wait, I accidentally clipped it on the wrong side. Zero 0.1 or 0.01. See, you don't want it to be, weirdly enough, you don't want it to be too accurate. Because then that's called overfitting. You don't want it to be too accurate because sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on this. I'm not terribly fluent with Blender. Because then if it finds something that isn't like perfectly fit into the data set, it won't know what to do. But if it's like a vague sort of idea, then you're gonna have a better outcome overall. Okay, I need to just, how did I merge these before? Oh, guess one integer? Okay, never mind. I mean, like, diagnose somebody with cancer. You probably don't want to like overfit that. You know what I mean? Okay, now I'm not going to be too touchy on this. I should probably update the name of this video, because this is not bug fixing. This is not optimization. We're talking about neural networks and modeling a helicopter. I don't think that falls into the category of optimization. We have been optimizing, just a tad. There we go. That's a little bit goofy looking. Is that where all the zeros came from? It's sort of a cartoon helicopter as well, by the way. Was that the data set that you got all the zeros from? Okay, now we gotta... Wait, okay, oh my gosh. Decide where we want this tail. Oh, not the Facebook one? Because for me, that would be pretty accurate. Just a bunch of zeros. Facebook is a terrible place to be. I'll take that stance. I'm willing to take that stance. I don't agree with Facebook. Not as a person. Just as a place to do your social networking. Man, I really wish I would have saved this last helicopter model, because that one was kind of good actually. This one's, I mean, whatever. Something uploaded by Amazon, sorry, I was late on that, but something uploaded by Amazon had just a bunch of zeros on it. Maybe they're just trying to technically upload something that was like, oh no, we're not using your data. This is all the data that we have. It's nothing. That's not true. I'm not trying to throw Amazon on the bus, right? Because I have such a huge influence over them. Wait, shit. That's gonna look wonky if I don't clamp those down. That's such a fat helicopter. We gotta clamp it down a little bit. gotta clamp this down a little bit as well. GY. Not like edge slide, what am I doing? Is that kind of what the last one looked like? That looks ridiculous. Let's I just wanted to texture a helicopter. Now I'm doing this garbo. Wait, did I just, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Open recent helicopter. I'm just gonna texture this. This worked fine. It looks good. I mean, it looks what we're going for, right? I'll just unwrap this. I don't even care at this point. Let's just do it. I'm so tired of this helicopter. I want it to be accurate anyway. Let's just do that. It's not going to be faster to model a whole nother thing. That was ridiculous. That was a ridiculous thing to think. I hope we're all in agreement with that. Maybe I should not cut the UV right here. Maybe I should just keep going. But that didn't really work out quite well at last. It's not adding a terribly huge amount to the model. Right? Nah. Let's just roll with it. Let's get the top of everything. This will be the top part of the UV. Okay, mark seam. Cool. Now we're going to do the inside of this part. That'll be a pretty easy one. I'm sure that'll unwrap nicely. I'm gonna spin myself around here. Mark seam. Boy. I guess for the amount of polygons I'm inevitably going to remove while messing with this model, it'll you can count that as optimization, right? And then we will mark the seam on that part there as well. Let's do the underside. We could also do like different parts of the helicopter have different textures on it. I'm not going to mess with that right now. We can do that later if we really want it. And music. Ha 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 ha. Why is that so funky? What happened here? It's supposed to be symmetrical? That doesn't look terribly symmetrical to me. I guess bevel doesn't make a perfectly symmetrical thing. I haven't played The Last of Us. I actually don't really play video games that often. But wait, here, I'm gonna select edges. I'm just gonna not select that because I do want to unwrap what I've got. Mark seam. I'm just going to combine these triangles here. I'm going to delete the faces and then just switch them, because that's going to look funky. In that tiny little corner of the model, that's going to look funky. That's what I should be concerned about. It's alright, we'll fix it. We'll fix it anyway, because that's the sort of thing I'm interested in. Of the sequence, what's the sequence? Which sequence are you talking about? I don't really watch many trailers either. I watch Game Grumps. Game Grumps are cool. I like them. No, I know nothing. What are you? What was interesting about it? What are they doing new this time? In your opinion? Yes, people have different opinions about what makes a new game so cool. They do the front of this. That'll work. I'm sure it'll be a little bit warped because I'm not going to get this perfect. But it'll be alright. It'll look good. It'll have a consistent texture that's not just white. That's what I'm aiming for. Gosh darn, there are a lot of polygons in this one simple little model. Once I unwrap it, I'll start messing with it, but I don't want to mess with stuff right now. Oh, this is gonna be nice though. You play as the little girl? Or you play with her? Let's not talk about playing with little girls, please. Play as her. I'm just messing with you. And that might actually work. No, this dashboard part is going to be a little wonky. I can already see that coming. But other than that, I think we're good. It'll become really apparent when we start unwrapping it. Let's do over the ceiling right here. Have that already done? I kind of do. Oh, that'll be a weird little section. Wait, maybe we should just do it directly to the top. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. So surprised. I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong. I just thought my reaction was a little bit much. Thank you for the follow. Okay, I think we're ready to unwrap. It's like a birthday present. Except all you have to do is press U. UV editing. Holy moly. That is not as funky as I thought it would be. The benefits. The benefits of making games in Python. Well, you get to know everything that's happening. And I'll show you what I mean. Because we wrote our own engine. Everything that is running was written by us or is part of Kivy, which is kind of the same, but there's much less in Kivy than in Unity. So you get to mess with things that you might not normally be able to mess with. Though the downside is that you kind of have to do everything by yourself. But that's kind of why I'm here doing this. It's to show you guys what the process is, I guess, of doing everything yourself. And how it's not so scary. And it's kind of fun. And you can mess around and make a helicopter with a dirt texture. Dirt.jpg. Let's see how that works out. I don't think it'll error. It's not going to error. Oh my gosh. That is ridiculous. I like the little skybox though that we just... It's not a skybox, it's a clear color, but anyway. Dirt helicopter. That's good, right? And that fall damage is atrocious. So awful. We need to fix the car too. The car will be easier to unwrap. It's kind of janky, but it's good for what we did it this morning, didn't we? I can't remember. It's streaming twice a day is confusing sometimes, because it's like somebody you feel like you just talked to them, but they're like, oh no, I have no idea what you accomplished. And then we have an elevator that looks like a bush. It was this morning. That's what I thought. Yeah, I know that. Never mind. I'm getting kind of confused. My days are split in half. And then we got a bunch of platforms that look like bushes as well. We're not terribly concerned about the art right now, if you haven't noticed. You could shoot it at the buddies. We need to fix the aiming as well. It seems a little janky. Okay, let's get back to the modeling. So we've got how was work? It was good. I mean, it was good. It went by pretty fast. There were some crazy people. There were some people screaming in the streets, like there are always. There were some people who paid in change. There were some people who, there were like 5 people in a row. So we were running low on quarters. I work at a produce stand, for anybody who doesn't know. And we were running low on quarters. This is a terribly interesting story. But like 5 people in a row got like, okay, they bought some stuff and they had like, oh, 402. And they give me $5. And they're like, and I'm like, do you have any change? And they're like, jingle, jingle, jingle. Oh, probably not enough. Like, it's 2 cents, dude. You can't come up with 2 cents? So I have to give them 3 of my quarters. I'm not actually angry. I just think it's kind of funny. There's a lot of people who don't want to put in the effort to like take out 2 pennies from their bag. Like sometimes they'll like open up their wallet to look for money, and I mean, I'm not Snoopy, right? But I see that they've got like 8 ones in their wallet, and I'm like, hey, do you have any cash? Because cards are like, we get charged extra, right? And they're like, oh no, sorry. Like, dude, I can see it. It's weird. I mean, I understand the quarters thing. The quarters is fine. Some people need to do laundry, right? Some people need to do laundry. And they need quarters for that. That's cool. But when it's 2 cents, it's just silly. Like, dude, you can't spare 2 cents. Sometimes I'll just be like, I'm just gonna give you 2 cents. It's whatever. I'm not, I want that less than you want to take that out, so. No, I mean, a lot of people have laundry machines, but I already texted you. Okay, so this I think might be ready to unwrap. We'll see. We'll see if we get any weird ass UVs here. Wait, did I already do that? Unwrap. No, we're good. And then we'll like up the texture a bit. I don't know what texture we're gonna put on the car. A laundromat. So what you call that? And our chair will also, let's actually get like textures for these though. Let's not put a dirt texture on the car again. Car object. Let's get like a metal texture or something. Do we have that page open? Let's search the internet. Metal texture. Yikes. Seamless. Is that one good? I don't want like, oh my gosh. That seems like a little bit much. Talked about people screaming. Well, there are plenty of people screaming. What do you mean? People just on the street screaming. There are a lot of homeless people, which is sad. But they do drugs as well. They do a lot of drugs. Drugs. Which is also sad, but it's kind of self-inflicted. And like, I don't deserve to be screamed at because you decided to F your brain up. You know what I mean? Let's go to the car. Let's change that texture as well. Oh, there we go. That looks like a, doesn't look terribly convincing. But I'm cool with it for now. It'll look better when it has like lighting. And that tail needs collisions. And it also needs to be taller. We need to do a lot of stuff with that. Where's our height for our helicopter? Let's say 5.5. Let's raise it by 1. See how that works. Ooh, yeah. Perfect. I kind of want to make it. You liked the dirt texture? Oh man, this is gonna be so cool when we have like a map to explore and we can go faster downward in the helicopter. This is so slow. Good lord. Okay. I know the damage is crazy. It's just so we can test it. Oh, we didn't fix the damage on the terrain for the propellers. Yeah, we can do that. We can do damage for the propellers. We just need like a circle collider. I'm not gonna make it like super accurate, like when the helicopter leans. Like right now, the helicopter's collisions are just. So for anybody who doesn't know, these collisions are not 3D. Well, they're 3D in the sense that they look 3D. Obviously, that's how all collisions work. That's how everything on a computer works. But they're not 3D in that they're generated by PyMonk, and that's a 2D physics engine. I'm just adding in like an extra check for the third dimension. So when I rotate this helicopter, it's still just a rectangle, a rectangular prism. So this circle collider, I guess, we could do it. We could do it. Should we do that right now? What should we do right now? I think I should fix some bugs because I noticed some bugs. Where do we land on the ground? When we land on the terrain, it's different than landing on a platform, and that's why we only take damage from landing on platforms. We don't take damage from landing on a terrain. So that would be in move Y in dynamic object. So if position Y is less than 0, let's just let's set standing, because that's what we do with everything else, except let's just set it to an integer, the collider to an integer. Oh, you're telling me to do the helicopter rotors now? Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip on that right now. And then we will set like a collider to false. I don't know, we'll set another argument that determines whether or not it's an actual collider. Shape equals true. So if this is false, then we'll treat C like an integer of the height that we want to be set at. That makes sense? Else self.dy. Well, dy is going to be set to 0 anyway. Self.position y equals C, and self.standing equals true. So the only reason we're doing this in such a weird way is because the terrain isn't an actual collider. It's just mathematically set standing. It's just when you go below 0. But everything else is an actual collider. You left? Oh shit. I'll be right back again. Oh, okay. I didn't read your message. I just saw the do now. And then we'll just pass shape. I feel like I took this another Yeah. Shape equals true. And then shape. We're passing it around quite a bit. Just because the player needs to do different things than just an enemy does. And then the dynamic objects, other than them, like the helicopter and stuff, don't need to do all this damage stuff. But that worked. Cool. So now we take damage from the terrain as well. And it is way too much. So let's just swap that. Be nice. So fall damage is ×2. Let's do 40. And then anything over, if we have a velocity of over 40, then the excess above 40 is going to be applied as damage times a certain factor. So right now we can jump around on these buildings just fine, but I think if we go up onto that second building, we might take some damage. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, we took a little bit of damage from that second story fall. That seems alright, right? Like, you don't want damage to be like, fall damage to be like 100% of the damage you take. We're gonna be like shooting at each other and stuff. Like this, that is a lot of damage, right? Does that seem fair? Should it have been more? No, I think it was good. That seemed perfect. Then you can ride the elevator down. I think we should make another model for the elevator. And yeah, the propellers definitely need to take damage, and I think I need to lower my height easier. Just a second. Plus 0.5. Well, actually, wait, that's just the speed of the propellers rotating. That's fine. We want the actual movement times, well, self-dot down. That might be a little much. So I think right now we can go up as fast as we can go down. Oh, that's kind of good. That seems good. We'll get something to eat. I'm hungry too. I got home and I ate I had a half an hour, or I had 20 minutes until I needed to start streaming. And I packed half a watermelon into my gullet and some what do you call them? Some brats from the 4th of July we had left over. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was a good landing. Good solid landing. I think I want you not to be able to I don't want to jump off of the helicopter. I think I want to have a specific get out of the building or get out of the vehicle. Whereas set state. set state jumping. That's all I do to get out of the car, right? I just set the state to jumping and enable my collider again. Set state jumping. And then, wait, I don't know why I'm doing this in the, it's the only situation where I would be forcefully removed from the car, other than if you loaded another level. I think that's what happens. If you load the next level, oh no, that doesn't even work anyway. So yeah, let's just remove this because that's just confusing. Drive. And then we'll just drop that down there. And our set state method is much simpler. That might work. I just don't want to be fired into the propellers. I kind of floated up a little bit. Why? Base jump force. Well, I don't want to jump, so I'm not doing a jump. I'm getting out of the car. Removed standing. Wait, what was the function? That makes you jump when you, oh, right here, removed standing. I think that's being enabled, but that's being triggered when you get out of a vehicle. Yeah, no, it's not. It's only when you walk off of a platform that does not have like a stair next to it. I think it's fine though. You know, to be honest, I think it's good. I don't know why I'm floating up. I think I'm just colliding with the helicopter. You can see the rotor from inside. I didn't quite adjust that right. And I think we've got room for little like landing gears, landing pad things. Let's make those. Let's also like bevel our car at some point, but let's not do that right now. Yeah, I can't watch that right now. Yeah. But I will. Because Genghis is a bro. He's a bro. Last for watching like all of my streams, all of them, all 7 of them. Let's make, how should we do this? So I don't want to do all these little curves. No problem, man. I mean it. So I don't want to do all these little curvy stuff at the bottom of the helicopter. I want to, should I fit it? Do watch every stream? You don't have to watch every stream. If it's getting in the way of your family time or something like that, you don't have to watch it. It's just very much appreciated. I like the fact that you were inviting your brothers. Yo brothers. How you call them? Okay, great. We got... I appreciate that. And I should post, does your family loves you? Don't be silly. Your family loves you. But this is, I will be your second family. We'll all be family. We'll be your secret family that you like. Sometimes I don't like my family. That's cool. Mirror. Mirror in the X and Y around my centered origin. That's a smart thing to do. Wait, okay. Let's origin 3D cursor. That might do a little something now. Why am I cool? Okay. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Oh, this is gonna be sweet. This is gonna be fucking sweet. I like this already. Okay, so let's make a little like QB thing, and then we'll do like a fit to curve modifier. No, you know what? I'm not gonna do a curve modifier. It's just a little swoosh. Let's just make a thing. Well, thank you. I think you're pretty cool as well. Okay, let's extrude. And I know this looks funky right now. It looks a little weird. Actually, it looks kind of cool. It looks a little cool. It's not ideal. And we need clipping. There we go. That was a nice little squish. I like it. And then let's do the center on the median point and scale in the X0. That's a little trick for all y'all people out there. You want to squish it? All you need to do is that. And limited dissolve is a nice one as well. Boy, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, but I think I'm good. Now we're going to just rotate around. Wait. Let's just snap cursor to selected. And we'll rotate around that point. What's the name of what? Blender? Is that what you're wondering about? There we go. So, so that kind of looks like helicopter things, right? Kind of, a little bit. We'll try like here. Maybe if we like bevel them. Control B. Let's merge them and then bevel them. What was the thing that I did? What did it achieve? Extrude. Snap cursor to selected. The limited dissolve. Tripod. And now we're going to, oh man, this would be so much easier if we just not done it the way that I did it, like this. That's absurd. That's so weird. Let's just delete those bits. Let's undo my little, remove the modifier, okay. Mirror, there we go, okay. Now let's just delete these faces because that was a silly thing to do. And limited dissolve. Nope, it still didn't merge those, but that's okay. Oh, I have no idea. I don't think I actually said a name. Oi! I dropped my controller. Come here. I have no earthly idea what these are called. I'm going to... Shit, I should have made separate models for this. That was a really silly, that was a dumb thing to do. By selection, okay. Okay, cool, now that works. Oh, face. So I shouldn't have a terribly huge amount of faces. Cool. And I don't need this top face on this other object here. That's unnecessary as well. Landing gear. Yeah, but I think they have a more specific name. Oops. Yeah, I think I do like the bevel modifier after all. I think for some things it's super useful, others not so much. I'm not gonna bevel those. Those can be unbeveled. Okay, and now we're gonna mark this seam, unwrap. And then we're going to mark this seam. We're gonna mark Seam on the inside. Mark seam. Unwrap. And I'm assuming that's going to be cool. My assumption was incorrect. Because we've got weird faces at the end of this that don't need to be there. Delete those faces. Unwrap. There we go. Let's save this model here. And we'll save over the Blender file. Oi! Oh yeah. Okay. Nice little landing gear now. Still kind of weirdly high up. I don't know what it's sitting on. I think the model might just need to... Actually, I don't know what it's sitting on. I don't know why it's like levitating like that. Is it levitating? That landing gear needs to be wider. I think landing gear is specific enough. Alright, scale the Y. It needs to be from the center of everything. Let's do median point. That'll work, right? Might be a little too wide, but we're gonna roll with it. Oh yeah, that's good. I don't know how. Yeah, it's way off the ground. I don't know what the deal with that is. Check that out. Okay. Because I'm translating it up 1.5 units for some reason I'm not sure of. Let's just put it where it should be. How about that? Take all these objects and move them up so that the propeller's on the ground. Okay. Or the landing gears on the ground. Okay. Oh, I'm sure the height will be off now. Yeah, it's a little high, but I think I'm willing to ignore that. Wait, I didn't actually export it. There we go. And the propellers need to stop rotating when you get out as well. That needs to happen. Oh, if you press pause, you can see yourself. I didn't even think about that. My head is just a ridiculous spot. I didn't think about that. The pause button will work. Seat offset 0.01 or 0.1. Yeah. Still a little high. Why am I still a little high up? Like I'm at 0 Shouldn't I be placed exactly on the position? Oh, no, because my body is like, because my legs are, yeah, okay. I mean, that's kind of good already. I think I might be levitating a tiny bit. There we go, that looks better. You could also like, oh wait, no, you can't shoot in a helicopter. That looks a little better. You kind of rotate with that, or it looks like sort of when you're rotating, you're being pushed out. Like there's some physics going on, but in reality, you're just staying straight up. I guess that's kind of physicsy. Kind of cool. I like the fact that you kind of lean out of the helicopter. There we go. Oh, and since we're lower than the helicopter, we can just step right out because it was like pushing us upward. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Well, let's go to the car. Yeah, see the car you get pushed up, but I think that's just because we're sitting a little too high on it. Let's move down a little bit. We got the car seat offset. Let's move it down. It might look a little funky. We can't even shoot from it anyway right now, but we aren't, well, might float up a little bit. Maybe we'll make like a spot that you spawn when you get out of the car. Let's do that. That might be a better idea. The helicopter actually works well. The helicopter seemed to work better. I don't know. I've never, and this is my first attempt at making a vehicle in a game you can get in and out of. So I am super happy with how this worked out. You can walk on top of it. I'm actually a little surprised that we got this done. Especially in a day, in the morning. I must have been lucky. There's serious luck. I just set it up in the right way beforehand. Hey, look at that shadow. What is that? Lambert law of cosine or whatever the fuck. Sometimes it just takes a good day and you just get some cool stuff done. And some days it's not so good. And you just gotta bug fix on those days. But productive day. I think it was a productive day. The game looks so much cooler now. With helicopters? Hell yeah. And the health bar adds a lot too. I haven't even been paying attention to it, but it definitely does. And I should make like a jetpack timer. Right? We could work on the GUI a little bit more. I'm gonna be on for another hour, right? We've got another hour until 10 o'clock. So we could get the GUI done. Oh yeah, Genghis, is it your bedtime? What time is it there? Don't like not get sleep. I was joking about the bedtime thing, but not joking about the not getting sleep. That's probably no good. Oh, that's cool. Oh my gosh, okay. So, first of all, seat positions need to be a thing. Like, you should be able to have like a passenger seat and a driver's seat in a car. And then you can like jump in and out of the... Why did I choose Kibby? Because it's better than Pygame. Because it's better than Pygame. And I didn't want like an actual engine, right? Because those are a pain to work with. I wanted to write my own. And Kivy uses modern hardware. Piglet does as well, but look at what this can do. I don't know. I don't feel like I put a terribly huge amount of thought into it, other than like, fuck Pygame. I feel strongly about Pygame. I used Pygame for so long, and it's just such a pain. I mean, you don't realize it when you use it, but it is a pain. It is a huge pain. It's so slow. And if you don't want it to be slow, it is a huge process. It is by default extremely slow. I don't know. I adore shoving these guys out of this door. I absolutely love it. I don't know what's so satisfying about it. I don't know if you guys find it as satisfying as I do. I just love it. What other games have I made? There's a lot of little games. I made a game for Pi Week that was absolutely atrocious. I mean, not atrocious. It was good. It was just too hard. So I think are they stacking up outside the door? They are. And then I made some little games, a lot of little applications and stuff. And then a lot of like tests, demos and stuff. What are you saying those letters for? Is my microphone making a weird sound? What we're gonna do, we're gonna extend the GUI. Okay, as long yeah. I know like the JA, ha 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 ha. Okay, we're gonna extend our GUI. How about that? That seemed like a good idea. Seems easy enough. On Udemy? Udemy. I don't know. Because this is actually like the first time I've published or made it clear that I was somebody who makes games. I'm just a dude. I know. You know what? Actually, I've been thinking about the I've been thinking about that. Not the paying for it. I just there's too many like people trying to make games in Python and making them terribly. And all they need is just the knowledge of like, I'll just put it together in a structured way, and it's all good. And it's really easy to work on. I don't put anything in my resume. This is kind of my resume, to be completely honest, just streaming this. Okay, we need to set another value in the GUI manager. And actually, this is an extremely stupid way of doing this. I don't know why I just did this. That is beyond ridiculous. Wait, hold on a second. Canvas. Oh, yeah. Or, yeah, no, actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just... I am alright with, yeah, that was really dumb. Wait, I can't damage myself now. Wait, come on. Yeah, we're gonna take a lot of damage from this. Boom. Didn't work. Oh, because of the size. That'll work. I don't particularly like that. That was kind of the reason I did it in the other widgets. I now realize I didn't want to set the size manually, but I guess it's only being calculated once, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So that should be good. That's a little bit more efficient. Or I could make like a bar widget. Holy moly, my room is just getting hotter. Remember like 2 hours ago when I said, hey, my room is pretty freaking hot right now? It is. This light that I got, that makes my room 1,000,000 degrees. I am working through it though. Let's do another bar. Hoy. Okay, so power up bar. That'll work. Top is 0.94. 3. I'm just subtracting 0.99, subtracting the height from. You don't want to listen to a fan. You're gonna hear the fan. Unless I have one of those like pencil fans that are battery powered and just like put it in my shirt. And occasionally you hear like a bah! Ow! And then you know what happened. GUI manager. Power up bar. And then what should we make the color? Blue? I think blue. Maybe like a nice sky blue color so that it blends in with the background. Inside or outside?
For the year so far. We'll be looking for a little bit of a change tomorrow, and of course the possibility of some
Okay, so
there's nothing showing up on the radar. However, the satellite photo was pretty interesting for the western half of the U.S.
power up timer. Let's do a cool effect on our power up bar when we have a power up. Maybe we'll make it like flashing or something while it's going down.
6 o'clock in the morning, and then you'll see the cloud pattern move until 2 o'clock this afternoon. So as of that time, of course, the front was way off in the northwest. Now, however, it's moving into the central part of the nation with a couple of high-pressure cells behind it.
So it's gradually going down, but the player controls that. Every time that it goes down, I think that we should probably override that method and send it to the GUI manager again, like we did before. But the color will be controlled every frame. If self.powerup timer is greater than 0. Wait, but okay. So not only that, because it's going to repeat. It's going to repeat. There's a lot of cats in South America, Central America. They just roam the streets. Because I know in like Guatemala, we saw a lot of cats right there. We need you know what, actually we could just set the power up color. Oh no, you know what I know? Wait, you know what I know? You know what I think? Power up bar dot what size hint X. We'll just do the same thing, right? Except if self dot power up bar dot size int X is greater than 0, because otherwise you're gonna have the bar will be completely down until you get a power up, and it'll go up, and then it'll decrease, right? But when it's at 0, you're not gonna update the color, right? So self dot power up timer minus equals delta time, and then we're going to say self.powerup timer modulo equals 1, right? No, let's not do that. Let's not go into some weird method. If self.powerup timer is less than 0, self.powerup timer plus equals 1, and then we will set the color of the health bar. Where are you getting all these emotes? Power up timer, okay. Excuse me. And then wait, we're gonna be blue is always gonna flash, so we'll flash from white to blue, and then if amount equals 0, then set the size hint 0. That, and also when we set the size hint to 0, we know that our power up has run out, and we're just going to set the color to blue. I guess it doesn't really matter what the color is, but we'll start at blue anyway. No, it doesn't matter what the color is, but we'll set the color we'll set the timer at 1. How about that? So it starts at blue when you get a power up again. If that makes any sense. So now when we go to player, whenever we subtract from our power up timer, I think that's in character. Should the enemies be able to get power ups? Probably not, right? I don't see that happening. Let's not make this weird. Let's just put that in player. That'll simplify things. And 5 matches. Whoa. Okay, this does not need to be. I was making this character class way too vague. Start power up and stop power up can go directly into player. And let's go back to character. Let's make sure we got everything. Power up time equals 0. Power up time. Okay. But power up time needs to be 1, and then we'll just decrease it by times 0.5 so that it lasts for 2 seconds anyway. We're just subtracting half the delta time. This delta time is in seconds. That's why we're doing all that multiplication and stuff, just to make it so you get a different frame rate. Whoa. Okay, that's not what I wanted. GUI manager. Quote, power up bar out of work. I was confusing my power up bar with my health bar for a couple of times. And we're not actually setting it, so it's by default 1. Yeah. No, it's yeah, but that's gonna be controlled by the player class. The GUI is just a representation of what the player class is setting it. Else app.GUI manager.set power up to 0, and then else let's set the GUI to salt.powerup time, and also let's start it out as 0. Let's decrease the scale down to 0. Oh, well, I guess I can say salt.set powerup 0. Done. Power up bar. There we go. Oh, that's still gonna error. Okay, now maybe once we get power ups, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, no, it's 1. Yeah, okay. It's not in a range from 0 to 100. It's in a range from 0 to 1. So that actually just looks like that. I don't think it's faster to get a power up in a helicopter, actually. It's just for it. There we go. That worked. I don't know if the power up actually worked properly, but oh crap. Yeah, the power up stopped working, but the GUI is good. We need let's start power up. That's fine, but when it actually comes to jumping, we need to overload that function. Yeah, the animation works, it's just I was trying to use my power up and it wasn't working, because I changed some stuff over here. I need to override this do jump in player, because that changes the jump. I don't know what the enemies are going to be, so I'm kind of just making them have all of the abilities that the player has. And self.standing or self.power up time is greater than 0. Let's not make this 1,000,000 characters long as well. Boom. Karathor. Okay, now the power-ups work. There we go. That's kind of cool. And I think the jetpack should be blue, just to be the same color as the GUI, so maybe you know what it is better. And I think the red is a little abrasive. And I also think, I don't remember if we UV unwrapped the jetpack. Where's our jetpack? It allows you to jump in the air. It allows you to like double or jump as many times as you want. Blue. So like right now, if I press jump, and I'm continually pressing jump, you have to wait until you land to jump. But if you have a power up, you can just blast off. I mean, it's a jetpack. So. That's cool. It doesn't last very long. So it's kind of like a little boost. I feel like it's good. It's just the bar is kind of scary when it goes down so fast. It's like, it doesn't last for very long. So I think we should make the jetpack time last longer. Pretty easy thing to accomplish. Yeah, look at that. I don't think I really said a whole lot, to be honest. I don't remember half the stuff I say on here. You can also like save your power up when you get into the helicopter. It's kind of neat. Wait, does that show? Oh crap. Ah. Oh, look at the... Oh, never mind. No, it goes down. That's actually pretty sweet. Jumping in and out of the helicopter. That's pretty sweet. I think that's cool. Like if you just jump out of the helicopter and just start shooting, it'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. Stop saying that shit. So we got our little power-up bar working. That's another thing that's going well. It is kind of awesome, isn't it? This is just like, I mean, it's not really a game right now, but it has potential to be cool once we get the goal in there. Right? Certainly not bad for, I don't know, 5 days. I mean, yeah. It's purely because I just worked my ass off. Like normally if I were to make a game, I wouldn't have spent this much time in 5 days. You guys are giving me support, which is freaking awesome. I would be so discouraged by this point. I would not have gotten this far. So, thank you for watching. I'm not going right now. I feel like that's what I say when I get off. Get out of here, helicopter. Go. Go. This is my treehouse. We should make a house up here. Get out of here. Actually, I don't think it goes down. It's just gonna push. Yeah. I need to like add some velocity when it's not active. Like, oh my gosh, that's sweet. His arm kind of sticks out. Wait, why are his arms like that? Is that the flying animation for his arms? I can also full screen it, by the way. This might be a little... Oh no, it's not laggy. A little bit. I think we definitely dropped frame rate. It's mostly because I'm streaming at the same time. Gotta capture all this information. He looks like a badass. And the health bars and stuff, those adjust to the size of the screen too. If you noticed that. It's a nice little Kivy feature. It's another, there's a lot of cool stuff that Kivy does that Kivy allows you to do. Without like taking over your entire project, you know. You guys ever played Unturned? That would be kind of a sweet thing to get inspired by, you know? These helicopters need to be fixed. Is it rotating? Was so cool. It's still pretty cool. Sometimes the walking animation reminds me of Unturned. Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh my god. We should definitely fix the helicopter. I like the fact that you can just like launch yourself. You can jump so high. And I like the fact that you can kind of decide where you go outside of the collider or outside of the helicopter. It's kind of an accident that that happened like that, but I'm gonna make the default velocity when you're not holding any buttons down. I'm gonna make it just a little bit negative. There you go. That's kind of cool. That was just a quick little fix. Don't you love when you can fix something that you've been fretting about? I mean, not quite fixed. Are you gonna come back? Oh no, he isn't gonna come back. Nope. Because when I get out of the vehicle, turn off should be a function for the helicopter, and then that will just set basically all the variables for input back to 0. Down equals 0, self dot forward equals 0, self dot turn equals 0. I think that's all we've got, right? And then all we need to do is, I guess, do the same thing in car, and self dot forward equals 0. Turn equals 0, and I don't think we've got anything else because oh crap, you sent me another link for a while ago of when we were modeling the helicopter. And I didn't think about it, but now it's kind of lost in the comments. I have to look back like an hour. Okay, so that should work, and then we go to the player, and when we dismount the vehicle, we can is that just a character function? It is, isn't it? Oh no, it doesn't even matter. We can do it for all characters. That's fine. So we want the vehicle to turn off when anybody gets out of the vehicle. It seems like overkill to like to make the code for the enemies support like getting in and out of a vehicle. Okay, that was kind of funny. That was my helicopter a few seconds ago. You just got the fuck out of there. Wait, okay. This is where we get out of here. This is where get out of the vehicle. Self dot vehicle dot turn off. That should work. Oh my gosh, run it. Okay. And then when it's off, we should have like an on and off function so the propellers actually stop moving. And now it goes back down. But I think that we, yeah, right? Yes, it's all good. Look. I think it's, you can kind of push it a little too easily, but I don't know if that's the vibe that we're going for. The cars are super light. This car is a little bit funky. We should set the wheels to be. Well, the wheels don't actually rotate. It doesn't really make a difference if you have a white texture or like just a white flat shading on it. But once we have a texture, that's gonna look really funky. It's gonna look like crap. Well, it does look like crap, but it's gonna look even more like crap. And I like having the bevel modifier, because if you export it to an object, it automatically sets it, but then if you want to oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah. I like that. Kind of. Oh, nice. That fixes a lot of things. Should have done that on the helicopter. There we go. And then we'll do the same thing on the actual car. Doesn't really look like a car. We'll make a cooler car after we're done here. I mean, after we're done making it work. We'll also remember to triangulate it. Oh, that was the problem, actually. Is that we need to apply it, triangulate it. Triangulate, save. I mean, we could just like undo that and then not export. There we go. Or, you know what I could do? Instead of going through all this hassle, oh, wait. Please don't. Okay. Oh. Sometimes Blender is a little finicky about letting you undo There we go. Oh wait, no, I saved it like a stupid person. Whatever, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh. The chair isn't properly done. I could just load the textures in quads or load the models in quads and then change my object loader to triangulate it. But that seems like extra effort. It's easy enough to just triangulate in Blender. That looks a little better, right? Actually, those wheels should move out. It doesn't fool anybody that they're like sticking out of the car. It's just wait, translate 2.5. Oh wait, no, that's not what we wanted. Oh, you know that is. Axle width. Just center them on the where we want them to be on. Oh, come on. Axle width. Was that negative? Why would that be negative? Wait. Yeah, I don't understand why I just put that there. That shouldn't have been put there. That should go here. No, it shouldn't. What am I doing? Stop doing things. Stop doing weird things. 2.5. 2.5 is fine. Oh my god, I keep pressing Control C or whatever to copy the line. That is... Okay, 2. That was fine. That was fine there. Or just put a positive axle width here. Done. That should be accurate. We should just be able to change it by changing the axle width, and that'll be a little better. Okay. Still looks a little janky, obviously, but... And then the width or the turn radius is not accurate either. And we'll set this as the target angle. We'll say target angle. And then we'll say this value plus equals target angle minus the current rotation, so the difference in the rotation times 0.2, and that will sort of lerp it to the target angle, and that, so now it's more smooth transition of the wheels, be a little better. I'm getting tired. It is so hot in here, I'm getting tired. I'm just cooking myself. And I know you keep saying fan. I don't agree with you though. I think fan would be a bad idea. I could open a window, but then there'd be like people screaming outside. There's always people screaming. It's alright. This has been a really productive day. like that the helicopter lowers itself to the ground now, though. It's pretty cool. We got Soccer Man is a new follower. We've got INS4NN0, not 0, it's O. Ins for no is another new follower. That's cool. I like new followers. It makes me think it's like new friends. Makes me happy. It was one of the more productive ones. You think so? There's more features than I think we've done in a day before. Kind of. I don't know, the helicopter, the vehicles were cool. They were pretty small tasks though in reality. They both kind of operate in the same way. That helicopter is tiny compared to the car is bigger than the helicopter. I don't know. It was, yeah, it looks cool. To somebody just joining in and being like, oh, they've got helicopters, that's cool. The shock factor is definitely one of the more productive shock factors that we've got. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. It's more impressive. And the GUI is cool. I like the GUI, and I really like the pulsing effect on it. That was a super good idea. Thank you for that. God, I cannot stand that this elevator doesn't have a separate texture or a separate model to it. I can't stand that. That's driving me nuts. Because it just looks like trash, and I never know which one is the elevator. I just guess. You understand? Do you agree? Because I agree with myself 100%. It looks like dog poopy. Dog poopy garbage. It's terrible. I just cannot stop pushing these guys out this door. I love it. I don't know what it is about this. I need to post this code on GitHub so you guys can play this. Maybe I'll just I can do it immediately if I just put it on Dropbox and share a link. Right? Nobody can kill me with that information, right? And then you guys can push these guys out this door as well. And you'll see, get out of here, move. I hate when they pile up because that ruins the satisfaction. Alright. We are definitely coming up on the end of this stream here, but I'm happy. God, these doors I love. Oh yeah. We should do multiplayer soon. I want to do it in the middle of the day though. Well, maybe not. That's gonna be a pretty, you know what? I feel like that's gonna be another morning stream, just getting it out of the way. And then the night one will be debugging. Definitely on a Sunday or a Wednesday when I do it from in the middle of the day. I want to do the shadows, the dynamic shadows. You run along and you got a shadow beside your character. That'll be freaking neat. That'll make it look so cool. I love doing post-processing and stuff. Well, I don't love it. It's cool. It's cool. That's for sure. And it'll be like, it'll be cool. It would be so cool. And okay, so I've never set up an online server. So I'm thinking I'm just like port forward it. Is that insecure? Do you think? Or should I like I don't want to like I don't want to run a I kind of need to run it like at my own on my own computer. I don't know. I'll figure it out because online multiplayer is like just the same as local multiplayer. It's not going to be any different. We'll make like a multiplayer level where you can just go in and it connects you to the server. That's what I'm thinking. If you're not playing with people like you trust, I don't really want to give them my computer's IP address, you know? But we'll figure it out. It'll be cool. If I can get local multiplayer, maybe I'll just like I'll have another server. Well, that wouldn't really get rid of the problem. I don't know. It'll be cool. We'll figure it out. We've improvised a lot more than that. Yeah, I don't want to bone myself. I don't want to put my IP on the internet and say like, hey, come join my server, and then like encourage hundreds of people to come on. Hamachi. Yeah, third-party software. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like, I'm gonna run a server in third-party software. Maybe, I mean, like, I don't know. I'll research it and then I'll get back to you guys. But I definitely like the idea of like the subscribers or you guys. You guys can join. You guys are cool. But other people have to pay. And they can play with me and they can collect apples. Oh, and how do I make people moderators? Do you guys know? On Twitch? Because the other day we had a little situation that I think could have used some moderation. And I had some trusty people at hand that I would like to take care of that for me. And I think they would have been glad to take care of it for me. You guys know, I'll look into that. It's probably not that hard. I mean, it's not going to be that hard. I'm sure it's easy. Oh, I'm kind of just, yeah, I think it's probably that simple. Hey, actually. Okay, I don't want to block you, Genghis. I want to see if I can make you a moderator. Okay, well, I'm going to your channel. That's not exactly what I wanted. Okay, let's let's figure some stuff out. Well, while I'm playing the game, let's figure out. Yeah. Oh yeah, the helicopters definitely need guns. We could do that. I think we could do that pretty easily. Because we're already like sending our controls to the... I know, that's all it did. That was... Clicking in my chat. Okay, maybe it's different in Twitch. Okay, here. Oh, okay, cool. Sick. Alright. I trust you guys. Cool, that worked. I like your sword, Jinkus. I would love to know how you actually say your name. I hope that that's not your actual name and I've just been fucking it up as like a joke this whole time. That feels like it wouldn't be very nice. But you know what I mean. You know, I'm just joshing. Yeah. That's easy. You want to make different colored helicopters? That's easy. That won't be difficult. There's just a lot of things that aren't difficult that make a good experience, you know? Oh shit. Hey, Guy Ross. Have you been here this whole time? Discord. Hey. I can never tell. So, like, how many viewers do I have right? Oh, yeah. Okay, I just lost my music. It's funny because, like, I don't even normally listen to music when I'm working. But I've got it plugged in all the time. Just so I can, like, hear... Well, I guess I kind of have to hear what's going on through my desktop audio. I think that's helpful, but I never listen to music. Okay, I don't know how to use Discord. I'm not gonna fuck around with that right now. Just, I saw your message. I don't know how to tell how many people are watching. It says 3 right now, but like, sometimes it's like, oh, not at all. Ooh, you can pick up power-ups from the helicopter, I think, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I didn't even think about that though. It just never happened. That's kind of cool. We added a health bar and a power-up bar, so that you can tell your how much jetpack stuff you have left, and you can also lose all your health by fall damage. That's the only way to take damage right now. What are you laughing at, Pocket Ban? Well, right now the apples are just power-ups. They just fuel your jetpack. So I'm thinking they won't directly be like the goal of the game, but they'll help you achieve your goals. You know what I mean? I think the player's a lot smoother now. I think that actually the updating it after all the other objects really helped. I actually haven't noticed the jitteriness that we normally had. Like, this looks good. I'm pretty sure helicopters don't move down by just turning their rotors in the opposite direction. But that's what I decided to do. I think it looks stupid now that I look at it. A little funny, but I think it looks stupid. I like landing it on top of this building. Maybe tomorrow we'll do some like post-processing, some like simple shader stuff to make it look a little bit more cool. Maybe some stuff, yeah, I know, me too. That's why I'm saying this. Maybe some stuff that'll just sort of snazz up the graphics a little bit. And goddamn, we need another mesh for this elevator because it's so dumb. I hate it. Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are champs. What is up with that? I love having you guys here. I never thought shaders are so nice when no, I'm just gonna wing it. That's what I do normally. I just sort of experimented with GLSL until I just figured it out. Enough to the point where I can make a shader. I'm definitely gonna copy the code from another one though. I don't want to write it from scratch. I don't know. Well, yeah, I think I could manage. We'll see. You know what? It could be a shit show, but nobody watches the 6 a.m. things unless they're following me anyway, so. And you guys are cool about me wasting a bunch of time. Messing around and doing weird stuff in shaders until they kind of work. I'm not going to stress too much about it. But I will certainly go to, wait, what you do? What? You watch the 6:30? Yeah, I know you do. And yeah. That's not terrible for you. And actually, I never get up early. I never get up early unless it's specifically for this. Now that I've started like streaming this, I'm getting up early, and I'm feeling good. It feels good. I'm a little hungry, but other than that, I'm good. So I'm gonna let you guys go to bed though. Everybody, yeah. As always, it's super nice to have you guys here. I appreciate you. like crazy. Yeah, if I don't stop now, I'm gonna go all night, so I'll see you guys later. 6:30 Pacific Standard, convert it, see if you can make it. If you can't, that's cool, but it'd be super nice to have you, of course. Thanks, man. See you guys tomorrow.